Have you ever wondered how we know so much about life in 11th century England? A realm shrouded in mystery where tales of knights, kings and serfs abound. How do we piece together the puzzle of a time so far removed from ours? The key lies not in stone monuments or grand castles, but in the written word. A historical treasure trove revealing the intricacies of an era long past. The answer lies within the pages of an ancient manuscript known as the Domesday Book. In the year 1086, a remarkable document was born. This was not just any document, but a comprehensive record of life in England, a census of sorts known as the Domesday Book. The circumstances that led to its creation were as interesting as the book itself. Now let's take a step back to understand the context. The Norman conquest of 1066 had brought William the Conqueror to the English throne. As the name suggests, he was a man with a knack for control and organization, but ruling over a newly conquered territory was no small task. The challenge was to understand the wealth and resources at his disposal and who owned what in this new kingdom. In the winter of 1085, during the traditional Christmas court, William ordered a massive survey to be conducted across England. The order was simple, yet daunting: to record who owned the lands, how much they owned, what resources were available, and importantly, what taxes were due. It was a mammoth task, especially for an era without computers or even basic calculators. The process was meticulous. Royal officials were dispatched to every corner of the kingdom. They questioned the sheriffs, the local lords, and even the humble villagers. The aim was to gather as much information as possible, down to the last pig and plough. The officials would then compile this information, creating a detailed picture of the country's wealth. The outcome was a pair of books, one larger and one smaller. Both were written in medieval Latin using painstakingly crafted entries. These entries detailed not just the land and its owners, but also livestock, mills, fish ponds, and even the number of freemen and serfs. It was an incredibly detailed snapshot of life in 11th century England. And so, the Domesday Book was born. Despite its ominous name, it was not a book of the end times, but rather a record of a beginning, the beginning of a new era of governance, of taxation, and of understanding the wealth of a nation. Thus, the Domesday Book was born, a snapshot of 11th century England. Creating the Domesday Book was no small task. Indeed, it was a colossal undertaking that required an army of diligent workers, meticulous planning, and a hefty dose of patience. The process began with a royal mandate, a grand survey ordered by King William the Conqueror himself. He dispatched a team of commissioners across the length and breadth of England to gather extensive data about the land and its people. From the wealthiest landowner to the humblest peasant, no one was overlooked. The commissioners were tasked with an exhaustive set of questions, quizzing locals about who owned each plot of land, the value of the land, who lived there, and even what livestock they owned. These commissioners were not alone in their monumental task. They were assisted by a team of scribes, men skilled in the art of writing. It's fascinating to imagine these scribes, hunched over their parchment, quills in hand, diligently recording the information relayed to them. Their ink was a concoction of iron salts and tannin, their parchment made from the skins of sheep or calves. The challenges these teams faced were numerous. Remember, this was the 11th century, a time before the convenience of modern technology. Communication was slow, travel was arduous, and gathering accurate information required immense effort. But perhaps the most significant challenge was the language barrier. The Domesday Book was written in medieval Latin, a language foreign to many of the locals. This meant that the scribes had to translate the information they received into Latin, a task that must have required great skill and precision. Despite these challenges, the teams persevered, driven by the king's command and the knowledge that they were part of something monumental. In the end, their efforts paid off. The result was a testament to their labor, a detailed, comprehensive record of England's land and people, a snapshot of a moment in time captured in ink on parchment. The creation of the Domesday Book was a monumental task, reflecting the power and organization of the Norman administration. It was an achievement that echoed through the ages, a testament to the perseverance and ingenuity of those involved. The Domesday Book is more than just an old document. It's a time capsule, a snapshot of life in 11th century England, a historical treasure that offers an unparalleled glimpse into the society, economy, and culture of the time. Imagine, if you will, a document so detailed that it lists every piece of land, every building, every person, and even every domestic animal in the country. It's a census, a tax record, a property registry, and a social map all rolled into one. That's the Doomsday Book for you. But why is this so important, you might ask? Well, for historians and researchers, the Doomsday Book is a goldmine. It provides a comprehensive picture of the social structure of the time. From the highest noble to the lowest serf, it shows us what people owned, where they lived, and how they made a living. It reveals the distribution of wealth, the patterns of land use, and the organization of communities. The Doomsday Book also gives us a unique insight into the culture of the time. It tells us about the daily life of the people, their customs and beliefs, their relationships and disputes. It paints a vivid picture of a society in transition, as the old Anglo-Saxon order was giving way to the new Norman regime. Moreover, the Doomsday Book has a special significance for genealogists. It's a treasure trove of names, a source of countless family histories. It allows us to trace the origins of many English surnames, to discover the roots of many families, and to understand the evolution of the English language. Of course, the Doomsday Book is not without its limitations. It's a product of its time, with all the biases and blind spots that implies. But despite these limitations, it remains an invaluable resource, a unique document that has stood the test of time. In short, the Doomsday Book is a priceless window into our past, a treasure trove of historical data. It's a testament to the power of record-keeping, a reminder of the importance of history, and a symbol of the enduring fascination with the mysteries of our ancestors. The Doomsday Book continues to be relevant even today. In the world of antiquity and dusty old tomes, the Doomsday Book stands out as a timeless artifact, its pages still echoing with stories from a bygone era. But it is more than just a relic of the past. It is a living document, breathing life into our understanding of history and often settling disputes in the present. The Doomsday Book has been used time and again in legal cases. Its meticulous records of land ownership down to the last plot have helped to resolve land disputes that modern documents could not. It serves as a testament to the rule of law, a cornerstone of our modern society, proving that even in the 11th century, records were kept with precision and care, and they continue to hold weight today. But the Doomsday Book's relevance extends beyond the courtroom. It offers us a baseline for understanding the distribution of resources during the Norman era. By studying it, historians can trace the economic patterns of the time, discerning who had what and where. This allows us to gain insight into the structure of society as it was then, shedding light on the social hierarchies and power dynamics of the 11th century. The Doomsday Book is a mirror reflecting the past, but it also opens a window into the mindset of the people of the time. It shows us their priorities, their fears, their hopes, and their daily lives. In doing so, it helps us to understand our own society better, to see the roots of our traditions and institutions, and to appreciate the long journey that has led us to where we are today. So as we turn the pages of this ancient book, we're not just reading words on a page, we're stepping back in time, traversing centuries to understand the world as it was over 900 years ago. The Doomsday Book isn't just a snapshot of the past, it's a chronicle of human endeavor, a testament to our capacity to record, remember, and learn from our history. As we delve into the Doomsday Book, we're not just reading words on a page, we're stepping back in time to understand the world as it was over 900 years ago. So, what have we learned about the Doomsday Book? The Doomsday Book, a seminal document of British history, was born out of necessity. It was created during the reign of William the Conqueror, who needed a comprehensive record of the land and resources he now ruled. This was a monumental task, requiring meticulous data collection and a lot of parchment. But the process of making the Doomsday Book was more than just a bureaucratic exercise. It was a carefully orchestrated operation that laid bare the wealth and resources of England, revealing a detailed snapshot of life in the late 11th century. Its historical significance is immense. The Doomsday Book provides an unparalleled look into Norman England, showing us who owned what, who owed what, and how society was structured. It's a fascinating glimpse into the past that has shaped countless historical narratives and interpretations. But the Doomsday Book is not just a relic gathering dust. Its relevance today is undeniable. It continues to inform our understanding of the past, shaping scholarly research and public knowledge. It's a testament to the enduring value of accurate documentation, a reminder of the power of history to shape the present and guide the future. In essence, the Doomsday Book is a testament to the human desire for knowledge, order, and understanding. It's a reminder that the past is always with us, shaping our present and guiding our future. The Doomsday Book, an ancient document, continues to inform and fascinate us, reminding us of the power of history and the enduring value of accurate documentation.